The Euclidean algorithm is a method of finding the greatest common divisors of two numbers. And it's a much faster way than the regular way you can do with small numbers, which would be listing out all the divisors of both numbers and then finding the duplicates among them. The Euclidean algorithm allows us to boil it down into a few simple calculations to find the greatest common divisor between two large numbers. Let's ask ourselves, for example, what is the greatest common divisor of 360 and 780? Well, generally, we'd have to list the common divisors of each number and then match them to each other. Using the Euclidean algorithm, however, we can simply subtract the smaller number from the larger number and come up with two new numbers to find the greatest common divisor with until we whittle it down into the smallest greatest common divisor, which you'll see right here. So let's begin. We have the greatest common divisor of 360 and 780, so we start by subtracting 360 from 780. So the 360 subtracted 780 is equal to 520, and so we give ourselves two new numbers. We now take our smaller number, our leftover number, 360, and we have now 520 and 360 as our two numbers that we are trying to find the greatest common divisor of. And we keep doing this process until we've found two numbers that match, and therefore this process takes us to the number 0. So we continue this, and we get 520 minus 360 is equal to 160. So now we have two new numbers. We have the GCD of 360 and 160. Now again, performing this process, we get 360 minus 160 is equal to 200. So now we have the GCD of 200 and 160. Performing this again, 200 minus 160, we get 40. So now we have the GCD of 160 and 40. Performing our subtraction again, we get 120, GCD 120 and 40, and we do this two more times until we get a GCD of 40 and 40. Which obviously, if we were to take this step one step further, we go to 0, leaving us with the result that the greatest common divisor of 360 and 780 is 40.